Welcome back to Clock Tower 3 in 2026. This is episode 2. Let's get it. Mom said hide, and she ended up in World War II. Nailed it. So here we go. We are straight up in World War II somehow, and we're going to be introduced to one of the recurring game mechanics in this game, that is fetching items and bringing it back to dead bodies. So we will be exorcising them, just basically freeing their souls. And this is the first one right here. Our man is missing an engagement ring. And just like tutorials in early 2000 games where there's literally no hand holding, the ring is right there inside that telephone booth. So we're gonna run in there, loot the engagement ring, and give it to the dead body. Spiritual healing is the document basically explaining it. So that spirit over there that was chasing us, that straight up sounding like some Ocarina of Time NPC, is out here politely asking for his ring like a Victorian DoorDash order. So using the key item here, we get this nice little animation confirming that we successfully exorcised the spirit, and in return, we get some goodies. So this first spirit gave us a sigil stone. It's basically I don't know how to compare, like a resuscitation in Dino Crisis. So when Alyssa's panic meter reaches max and she's fully panicked, she's basically in one-hit death mode, and if she gets hit, she'll die. But if you have a sigil stone in your bag, it will keep her alive. So now that we've broken through that magical girl sigil here, we're gonna head on down and we will be solving the next, I wouldn't even really call it puzzle, but just we're gonna be exorcising the next spirit. And this particular spirit here is looking for their fountain pen, the gold fountain pen. So we're going to loot that, and we're going to deliver it back to the body. So definitely be careful of those spirits. They can damage you or increase your panic meter. That was pretty close there. And now we're going to be using the pen here, exorcising the spirit, and we'll be getting some goodies in return. So we have the invisibility band. So this item is pretty much exactly, it does exactly what it's named after. You basically become invisible for like 10 seconds, I think, and it will make you invisible to stalkers. So it's great to use if you are basically cornered and you need to get out. So we're gonna break the sigil at the store there, and we're going to swing around the corner here and grab the lavender water, because we'll need that. And what the lavender water does is it will reduce your panic meter really quickly. So if you're close to max anxiety, pop that and she'll start reducing her panic meter. And the thing about that is, once you reach the full panic state, even if you drink lavender water, you will still lose control of Alyssa. When she's in full panic mode, she'll start screaming and all this other stuff. And you can't control her. She'll just start running around randomly. So we're gonna season this sigil here. And we're gonna be looting a key item. And I'll definitely let you guys know that a lot of the stories, actually all the stories in this game are pretty fucked up. Especially this one. This one is probably the worst in my opinion. So we're gonna loot the red drawer key here. And we will be triggering the really hard to watch cutscene about the story of this. There's two cutscenes about the story, about the main characters in this level, and yeah, both of them are pretty hard to watch.
Alyssa!
So meet Sledgehammer, our very first stalker. The game is pretty much going to explain evade points and hide points, basically places that you can activate an escape path so that you can escape from the stalker. So we're looting May's room key. After we loot this, we're gonna season Sledgehammer here because he's gonna be all up in our grill here. And using holy water on a stalker will stun them for a couple seconds, buying you some time. And what we're gonna do here is we're going to invoke one of the evade points. So pretty much we'll show you how it works. So we loot the invitation, and after this cutscene, we will invoke one of the evade points.
Alyssa!
These are pretty much scattered throughout the level. So here we go. Sledge is completely knocked out. You know, this girl is built like a breadstick, but hits like a forklift. So we have May's diary here. Some pretty sad stuff. Rip May. So now that we have the invitation, we're gonna dip on out of here. And one thing that I always forget to do when I play this game is unlock this door, because we will be coming back here later. This door is locked from the other side, and when you exit your first encounter with Sledgehammer, you gotta unlock that door because it's a shortcut. So, you know, this game, there's literally no rest period in this, so Sledge is already running after us, so we're gonna run through this triumphal arch here, so we can hear Sledge despawning. My man rage quit the render distance. And now that Sledge is gone, we can come back here to the fountain and refill our holy water. And proceed into the concert hall here. So we have Sledge dropping down from the ceiling like a WWF entrance. The chaos resumes, so we're gonna head around here backstage and we're gonna pull this lever here. I'm really surprised I didn't take any more anxiety meter damage, but I'll take it. I'm usually like halfway at this point, but you know. So now that the body dropped from the ceiling, we're gonna loot him, find a note on the dead body with the safe code written like a middle schooler's edgy notebook. So now that we have that, we will hit this lever again to raise the that platform there. Now that we have the code and the platform is raised, let's continue the world's loudest stealth section. I'm not sure where Sledge is. Of course, he's right in front of me. Beautiful RNG, guys. He's usually hanging out by the seats there, but you know. So we're gonna swing around the corner here in the concierge, and we will be entering the code 103. And inside will contain the master key. So we're going to swing back around here and use the master key. And the music stopped, but this is temporary. And you can see the panic meters slowly going down. So before we enter this door, we're going to pop the invisibility band because Sledge is going to drop down on us and it'll put us in full panic.
Alyssa, where are you?
So you guys can see the invisibility band putting in work here. Super useful. And in this next section, we're going to sprinkle the sigil and invoke the evade point here.
Alyssa, where are you?
And we can see our man Sledge just trying to find Alyssa.
Alyssa, where are you?
Now that Sledge exited, we can safely leave the locker and move on. Really beautiful theater here. So around the corner here, we're going to loot the matches, which we will need for a lantern coming up. X, Y, Z. And then when we try to leave here, we will run into our good buddy Sledge once again. Our man busting through like Nemesis, Mr. X in Resident Evil 2. So we're going to swing around the corner here and invoke another evade point.
Alyssa, where are you mine now?
So glad I did not go into full panic. That was super close. So a lot of the evade points with the stalkers are pretty much humorous like this. Something straight out of fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. Guess you could say that's Capcom's comedy relief here. So we're gonna go through the hole and we're going to loot the invisibility band. And then we're gonna exit out of here. And we will make our way up top to loot the wire cutters. And this next segment coming up is probably one of the most scariest and probably the hardest part of this level, in my opinion. I've died more to this section than Sledge himself. So Sledge is gonna pop out of here, and there's a possibility you could be in full panic. So after he has his entrance, we're gonna run up the stairs here, and at the very top, turn around and sprinkle him. Alyssa startup frames just always makes me nervous. So we enter this door and we will use the matches and begin this really nerve-wracking segment here that I've died more than the boss fight itself. So we're going to use the matches here and we will be doing the plank segment here. So As we walk across this, Alyssa is going to have this silly animation where she's going to look like, yeah, right there, she's going to look like she's falling down. So what you got to do is just move the analog stick opposite of where she is leaning towards. And yeah, just try your best. If you fall down and die, don't worry about it. It's happened to me a million times. Here we go. We got the pliers. So now that we have this, we will be heading back to the tailor shop and use the pliers to cut the wires on the door. So when Sledge makes his appearance here, just use your holy water and run out of here.
Alyssa, where are you? Alyssa, where are you? Alyssa!
So now that we're back in the shop, this is the critical point here, this back door. If you did not unlock this on your way out the first time, this will be locked. And yeah, it will just make this part way more stressful than it already is. So we're going to use the flyers here to cut the wires, enter the door, and we will be looting some key items, including a binding arrow or repellent arrow, and we will see the second hard to watch cutscene of the story here. Pretty fucking brutal.
Daddy, you're home early?
May, I have to tell you something important. Daddy's going off to war.
War?
I hate the thought of leaving you here all alone. I feel dreadful.
I'll be all right. But what about you? You'll miss me and be sad when you're in war, won't you?
Yes, I will. You're the most precious thing to me in the whole world.
But don't worry. Daddy, don't forget the piano concourse is on Christmas Eve. The winner will have their performance aired on the radio. I'll practice really hard and win the contest so that you can hear me when you're out in the war.
That would be wonderful. The competition will be stiff, but if you go to your lessons and practice properly, I'm sure you can do it.
I'll practice every day. I've already chosen the piece I'm going to play. Listen. You told me this watch was a present from Mummy before you got married, remember? I'll play this tune on Christmas Eve so you can think of Mummy and me. Then it'll be like we're all together again.
Absolutely fucking brutal, guys. Rip. So yeah, that's the end of episode 2. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.